Hello, hello. Hello, Sandra. How are we doing? Hello, Chetta. Welcome back. Welcome back, Glam. Are we looking good? Less pixelated. Oh my gosh. Can you guys hear me? Everything good? Hello, Diane. I didn't see you sneak in the first time. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let me try to... Oh, you back down. Okay. I had to turn my volume down on my other phone because I had it up and going. Okay. Better we're on the new phone, the better phone. And hopefully, I was trying to I was trying to do the same thumbnail and it wouldn't let me. It was being weird. So I'm just going to add a thumbnail later, but I put Swatch Party Part 2. I will update everything later. So if anybody needs to come back and watch, to know that this is Part 2, Part 1, we got started. But welcome to anybody that comes along to Part 2 of this live. Welcome, welcome. Through all of that, I totally forgot to take a drink of my tea, so I'm going to take a little sippy. Okay, and we will do a little recap for anybody that may have came in at the end while I was super pixelated and getting cranky because I was super pixelated. I am swatching my She Modern Opaque sticky stamping polishes as well as my jelly and my glitters and all the things. We're just kind of working. We're working along. We're going to see what we get done until I run out of patience with YouTube. These plates right before me are all from PH Panda Haul. They are from Amazon. I did do a haul. That video is not up yet. I know, I'm all frustrated. I was getting frustrated. But thank you all for coming back. We got 16. I think there was like 20 when I left. So I think we're almost all back. So thanks for coming back. I should just do it on this phone from now on. I just thought if I could see the chat bigger, it would be better for my eyeballs, but whatever, we're just rolling with it. So yes, the plates I got off of Amazon. There will be a haul coming at some point in time through the summer, potentially. I know, I can't, I don't breathe and talk at the same time, so I run out of air. These are the stickers that I am currently using for my swatch toppers. And they are just little black and white sticker dots. They are from Amazon. I will leave the link. Diane, I can send you the link. But they are just random little sticky dots. I'm not sure what their intended purpose is, but our lovely Nana Ange Nails It has easily influenced us to get these because she found them on Amazon and thought that they would be a really good swatch sticker for stamping polish, and they are. What I have done is I'm a little extra, as you may or may not know, but I cut them in half so that I can use black on one half and white on the other half, and I'm only using one sticker. Hello, Jess Ray. Welcome in, welcome in. Don't forget to smash that like button. Welcome to part 2 of my swatch party. Part 1 was getting pixelated and I was getting a little over it. So we decided to switch phones. So we are in part 2 now, and I'm going to start swatching my Opaque stamping polishes, and we're going to see how far we get. But these are the stickers from Amazon. I can give the link to anybody who wants the link. It is linked. It will be linked in the description of both of the videos, both of the lives. When they go up, I will make sure that all of that information is put there. If it is not, leave me a comment on the video and I'll make sure that I put it there. So, and then to further recap what we have already done, I purchased the 4 neon glitter polishes. I did not get the whole glitter neon set. Okay, Nana Ange, thank you for sharing out part 2. And thank you to everybody who has come back. I appreciate it. Don't forget to smash that like button. I see 26 people watching and only 9 likes. Maybe my phone needs to catch up with itself, but smash that like button. I appreciate it. So these have all been stamping sealer top coated, but I have not put the regular top coat on, so I'll be doing that. I might just do that right before I go to bed, like after I finish the live. Welcome back, Angela. Welcome back, Lori. Smash, smash, smash that like button. Smash it good. I'm just doing a quick little recap of what I have already swatched. So these are the neon glitters. I believe she has like a whole collection. Those were just the 4 that I picked up during the sale. And then I also did my jelly. I did my 4 jellies. I got the red, yellow, and blue because I thought I could mix and make some colors. And then I got purple because it was cheaper to get the 4-pack. So those are the jellies, and we did little donuts for the stamp because Nana Ange said we needed to do like a jelly donut. You want to see what the yellow and blue look like? Which yellow and blue? Are you looking at these ones back here? Or the neon? Oh, of the neon colors? Yeah, I just kind of picked, so I guess my mind went kind of Halloween/summer. And so I just got the pink because it's summery, and the green because it's summery, but also because it's Halloween, purple and orange. So I just kind of went like Halloween with that. But okay. So recap. Yes, it looks like I'm at 15 likes as well. Thank you all for coming back. I appreciate it. I'm regrouping from our little pixelated madness. But I do have a question for you all now, which I think was the question that we kind of ended on. I'm going to start doing the opaque stamping polishes. Now, I can always switch up like throughout. Like I don't have to do them all in the same image. But which one should I start with? Should I start with some stars or should I start with some foliage? Which one do you think for the opaque? Or should I do something completely different? Should I just do lines? Like, should I just do like this crisscross kind of pattern or just some lines? What are we thinking? I see foliage, foliage, foliage. You guys are speaking my language. Glam loves the jelly donut. Yeah, I thought that turned out really cute. Nana Ange has all the good ideas. Hello, Obsidian Rose Nails. I don't think I said hello to you. I don't know that I have a houndstooth. Well, I could use that one, but it's kind of the same as the checkered. I'd have to be looking through my plates. I think I'm gonna do the foliage. I think. You ended up getting all the glitters, Diane. I ended up getting the glitters that I didn't have in the metallics. Now they are slightly different. Okay, we're gonna do foliage, but I will show kind of a little bit of difference with a couple of the metallic and the glitter. So these are this one is the metallic silver, and this one is the glitter gray, which is kind of a bluey gray. But you can tell that they're very similar. And there are some that look a little different. Like, you know, for instance, the neons that are like more glittery. They have a little bit more of a like twinkle sparkle than a metallic, but they are super close. I mean, I'll probably eventually pick them all up at some point. But until then, we are just going to, oh, you know what? I'm going to keep them like off to the side so we can use them. Starting out, I'm going to do the opaque salmon. And this is a lighter, like pinky, corally, you know, salmon color. You know, like a salmon color. That's pretty. Pretty, pretty. And again, I'm going to give it a couple seconds because we all know that I was doing this like too fast and it wasn't sticking. But ooh, that looks really nice over black. Look at that. That is super opaque. Oh, did I miss? Oh, Mika. Okay, Obsidian Rose here. Mika. Okay. Well, hello, Mika. Nice to see you, or see you in the chat, I guess. I like that one. That is the Opaque Salmon. Super pretty, super good over black. I like it. Nice, nice, nice. Oops. Now, the reason why I pulled this stamper, this little double-ended stamper, was because I knew I was going to make a mess. I knew I was going to make a mess, and I didn't want to ruin one of my good stampers just to do all these swatches. So I decided to just pull one of the cheapy ones, which obviously it works good. I mean, it's working great. But I don't have to worry if I screw up and, you know, get acetone on it or anything like that. Oh, see, and I keep forgetting to close up the bottle. But that's okay. I got time to spare because it is She Modern. So we are just going to take our time and find the spot that we want. And then I totally like missed, but that's okay. We'll just add some up here at the top. Why not? We'll just fill him in. It's fine. So there is this one. It is the Opaque Pink, and it is like a super dark pink. But it still shows up over the black. And I know it looks a little darker on camera than it does in person, but it will show up on black. So it'll pretty much show up on anything. If you can see it on the black, it'll pretty much show up on anything else. That is your kind of pink, Cola. Yes. The She Modern Opaque Pink is a darker pink. I think you're going to love the neon pink as well. Just saying. Neon pink. Neon pink. And maybe the neon red, because it's also pink. That is one thing that I've noticed, and I'm sure you guys can relate and that you will agree with me, that She Modern's reds are not necessarily that red. They're just not. They're more of a pink undertone. This next one is the Opaque Ruby. And this is probably like the reddest of their reds. But it is still going to be like a pinky undertone. But it is ruby. And we'll stamp that guy down. And there we have a ruby. So that one is, again, darker over the red, or darker over the black, but it still shows up. Hi, Jessica. That's okay. You're not late. This is just the beginning of part 2. That's fine. You can just hang out in the background. We're good. Starting out with the pinks, and we're stamping some She Modern stamping polishes tonight. And for anybody else who is new, say hi in the chat. We don't bite. Too. I mean, sometimes we get a little frisky, but for the most part, we're pretty moderate until YouTube starts glitching on us, and then, you know, you have a panic attack in the middle of your live. So I did take and shake these a little bit before I started my live to make sure that any of them that have been sitting for a while that I haven't been using, I just got out my little vortex. And I shook them up real good. Tina, if you're talking about the stamper not being sticky, you can wash the stamper heads with like Dawn dish soap and some warm water, and then just let them sit on like a paper towel to dry. You can also leave them sit. That one's pretty. Pretty. So this one's kind of like a deep, like a brick red almost. It's a very like brown undertone red, but very pretty. But if your stamper is like not picking up well and it's like new, sometimes they have like some residue because it is like silicone, so it's gonna have like oils and stuff in it. So if you let it sit like face down, the stamper side of it down, you can leave it on like a sheet of white printer paper. Just nothing that has like ink on it, right? So just a white piece of paper. Let it sit like overnight and it'll like draw out some of that like excess oil. And then it should start to pick up. But yeah, usually, like Nana said, usually cleaning them with like the sticky pad, the lint roller, or the sticky stamping station usually keeps them pretty sticky. So now I'm just going over these with a nice little thin coat of the watercolor, the Just Clear Stamp Sealer watercolor water-based. So this is just a water-based like top coat. This is just their clear. This is good to use with their watercolor. If anybody has any of their watercolors, I picked up a few when she still had them on their site, but she, I don't think, has them on there at the moment. But that kind of was used as like a blending fluid almost, with use with the stampers. You are welcome, Sabby. I hope it works out for you if you have any issues with your stamper. If anybody else has any other questions that I missed. Oh no, I'm pixelated again. Dang it. Freaking YouTube. I swear. It's gotta be my weather. Because it's like rainy and gross out. But like, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing else different in my world than the weather. No, I just have like the cable internet, Spectrum internet. But the Brightspeed guy was just here yesterday. So guess who may be getting a call Monday? So this one is the Opaque Red. If you guys can hear it or see it at all, that is Opaque Red. And it is red, but again, it's kind of like a pinky based red, so it's not like super duper red. I'm gonna give it just a few seconds, see if it's like gonna like clear up itself. And then I'll see if I need to like pop the Wi-Fi again. Next up, we're doing Opaque Orange. And these next few are kind of similar. I probably didn't need to get orange and tangy because they're like super close. But they are different. So I feel like they're gonna come in handy for different applications. Like I think orange would be good for pumpkins. Tangy would be good for more like summer type stuff. But there is orange. There is that. Okay, Let me see if I can... my other TV isn't even on, so I know that wouldn't be a problem. But let me go turn off the TV in the living room, maybe, if my husband left it on. See if that helps anything with the Wi-Fi. If not, I will disconnect and pop back in and see if that helps. But talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I'm going to run out and turn off the TV. Or are we still pixelated? Am I still, oh, am I like frozen? My phone isn't catching up. I still look a little pixelated. Oop, anything better now? Yes, no. I'm still a little pixelated. Okay, so I've turned off basically everything else that runs on Wi-Fi in my house. So now let me pop the Wi-Fi on this phone and I'll see. So hang tight, hang with me, and we'll see if it fixes itself. Okay. Oh. Am I here? Am I gone? Am I pixelated? I look a little clearer. Maybe, perhaps. Maybe. No, I'm kind of frozen. Am I frozen or am I just that far behind on my phone? Do I look better or worse? Better or worse? Okay. We're going. We're just going to keep going. Next up is Tangy. We're just gonna keep going. We're gonna swatch, 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 swatch. Swatch, 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 swatch. So again, this one is called Tangy. Okay, we're clear for now. We're just gonna keep going. We're not gonna jinx it. If it's not the friggin' gremlins, it's the friggin' Wi-Fi. Okay, so there is Tangy, and here is orange. So you can tell they are different. Like they're a different tone of orange. So I mean, like it's not bad, I guess. You wouldn't necessarily need both. But I'm a sucker, so I am. I'm a trooper. Yeah, because you know what? I'm gonna freaking be eating a chocolate bar and crying all night after I end this live because it's been nothing but pixelated madness. So y'all better love me. I'm trying hard. Okay, so this one is Opaque Peach, and it is a like super duper like light. It would almost be Like if they had like a pastel. I think this was like part of kind of their like skin tone. Yeah, but why not have both? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That is what I am saying. Like, if you can have both, why not? And here's the thing, like, I have, and I, like, I don't know if y'all know, but I am a nail tech and I take clients. So I kind of do need them all. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be a smartass, but I kind of do need them all. So that is the Opaque Peach. Thank you guys for all the lovely purple hearts. You're gonna make me cry, but happy tears. I appreciate all of you guys sticking it out while YouTube and my Wi-Fi decide to be bitches. But yeah, this is a really good one, and it stamps really well over black too. So happy I have that one. But I think this was kind of part of their like the browns and stuff that they came out with. Do like the skin tones, right? So like white people skin tone, kind of, sort of. I mean, I guess I'm kind of that color. Some of y'all out there might be a little closer to like a yellowy undertone or more of a caramel undertone. Oh, Nana Ange, don't. You're going to make me cry. I love you too, bestie. Love you. You're going to make me cry. Like, I got to heart it. I got to like it. Thank you so much. I love you. You are the bestest bestie that ever bestied. I'm making some pretty cool tie-dye over here on my wipes. Look at this. Pretty cool looking tie-dye. Okay, so now I've got the last of the orange and the first of the yellow. And we have Opaque Melon. This one's going to be another... oh, you're more like a bone porcelain. Yeah, I'm pretty pale myself. I don't think that my skin has any melanin in it. All of you, thank you for the sparkles, Cola. But no, all of you lovely ladies who have been blessed with all of the melanin, you took it all from me because I can't tan worth a dookie. I burn and then I peel. Thank you for the floating heart as well. There is Opaque Melon. So this one compared to Peach, you can see that it's a little bit orangier, you know. Yeah, you're the same way, Sugar. I just, you know, I guess here in Ohio, we don't really get a whole lot of, like, the good sun. We're not close enough to the equator. Oh, thank you, Lori. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you. You guys are the sweetest. You stole the caramel. You stole my caramel, Cola. I am pasty white because you are beautiful and brown. Okay, up next is Opaque Coral. Coral. And this one's kind of brighter, but it is still... Oops. Oh, I didn't even clean off my plate. The all got me all befuddled. But this one is kind of a brighter coral, not quite as, you know, neon as the neon is, but it is kind of more of a brighter pastel. Love you too, Cola. Thank you so much. I love you all for sticking it out with me, even though I am a pixelated biatch tonight. I can hear it raining outside, so I know that it's just the friggin' weather is bullcrap and I'm tired of it. I just want sun and nice weather. Like we had one nice day and now we're paying for it because the weather has just been crap ever since. I've had to turn my heat back on. It's just been dumb, you guys. Dumb. I'm over it. Next up, we have Opaque Butter. Hopefully, I'm still looking okay. I'm looking a little pixelated on my other phone over there, but I'm just trying to ignore it. Trying to ignore it. But you guys can see the color, even if you can't see the shape of the bottle. If I'm just a blob floating around on the screen. I know, we never get a spring anymore. We never get spring. It is like we get one day where it is raining and nasty out, but like 75. And then the next 2 weeks are 40 degrees and cold and frost warnings and all kinds of other stupid crap. It's just dumb. Yeah, 40 and raining. Yeah, I can hear the rain. I can hear it. It's effing up my night. Thanks a lot, Mother Nature. This next one is Opaque Lemon, and I'll show you the difference between Opaque Lemon and the Opaque Butter as soon as I get it swatched. If you'll be able to tell the difference. Maybe. Oh, I look a little clear. I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not going to say anything, but I already did. I do appreciate all of you for hanging out with me tonight. So here is the Opaque Lemon. This one is lemon. So it's kind of almost got like a little bit of that like green undertone to it, if that makes sense. Like it's kind of like that more of a neon kind of vibe. So there's butter and lemon. Butter and lemon. Yeah, I'm jealous of you, Sandra. You're out there in California. I think you're in California, right? And you're getting all the nice weather. Hot weather. I want to be complaining about how hot it is, if I'm being completely honest. I want to be complaining and being like, I'm so hot. I'm tired of being sweaty and gross. Because, like, I don't say I'm never sweaty and gross because life happens and people get sweaty and gross. But I'm always cold. Like, I swear, I am always cold. So here's our last 2 orange and our first 2 yellow. Well, we got a couple. We got one more yellow, the brighter yellow. So there's that. And I'm just putting them back in the rack. And then, like I said, I will just like top coat them all probably when I'm done. And then just let them sit all night. Oh, good night, Diane. Are you heading out? Oh, yeah, it's got to be the freaking weather. Your Wi-Fi is probably being crappy too. Well, hopefully this is worth rewatching if anybody comes back to rewatch it. Just say I'm hot 365. I wish. I'm a potato. I am a potato. We need to have a meetup one weekend this summer. Yeah, we need to go someplace nice. Oh, you get hot flashes and you're always cold. See, I'm always cold. I don't necessarily get hot flashes. Thankfully, I don't get hot flashes yet. I know that's coming. But I'm just always cold. And anytime my feet are cold, I am cold. I'm going. We have yellow, lime, green, and grass. Okay, remember that. If I don't show them, it's yellow, lime, green, and grass. So we're gonna swatch. Swatch. See, this is the bad part because I can't really like rush with these without them being smeary. Okay, so there's yellow. Boom, done. I need an assistant to wipe off my plates as I'm swatching. Oliver, come in here and start cleaning the plates for mommy. He's such a good boy. He was laying right outside the door. I have them like locked out of the room just simply because I don't want them like getting into stuff. Oops, I totally forgot to close. Totally forgot to close it. But they're nosy. They're still kids. They're still babies. So they get into stuff. There is yellow and lime. Pretty. These are super duper opaque over black. Like the opaque sticky stamping polishes from She Modern. You need them. You need them in your life. You need them. They are amazing to work with. They are so super simple to work with. I love them. I love them. Up next we have the opaque green. And here is our green. This was actually a pretty good stamp to showcase that. Oh, you're okay, Sabby. No worries. In the club, we all fam. Do you like metallic green? I have the metallic green. Do I have the metallic green? I think I have the metallic green. Yes, I do. I can show that one real quick because I do have it to swatch. Thank you so much for the 20 likes that I have now on part 2, even though we're still fighting the pixels and the weather and everything else. Like, get that back in there. Get back in. No, don't come out. Okay. So there's our yellow, lime, green, and grass, right? Green and grass, green grass, lemon, lime. No, yellow lime. Okay. 4 more. Done. Yes. If you do not have the metallics or you do not have the glitter stamping polishes, these are sticky stamping polishes. That's why I'm putting this stamping sealer over top of them so they can sit and dry. But you can add glitter to any of the She Modern sticky stamping polishes, and then they become a glitter. And they also have a clear glitter that you can use. And that will kind of do the same thing. Okay, I don't know why my computer just popped back on. I put it to sleep, but I shut it off. That's one less thing to be draining my Wi-Fi if I'm gonna try not to be pixely. Okay, so we're moving into the blues. I have emerald, teal, seafoam, and aqua to start out with. Are you that far behind, Glam? that you're just now seeing tangy? Or am I behind in the chat? Did I miss something? Or are you just seeing it off to the side here? You are behind, Glam. You are behind. Someone tell Glam in the chat that she needs to go out and come back. I appreciate it when you get caught up. Somebody tell Alicia that she needs to scroll back to the chat. She's behind. Here is the emerald. I wondered why she wasn't saying anything. She kind of disappeared there for a while. Up next we have teal. Hopefully she enjoyed her mandarin orange. But she's a little behind. Oh, you're gonna message her, Cola? Okay. Tell her to get with it. She's lagging. There is our teal. Now this one is a bit darker, but it still shows up on the black. Emerald and teal. Moving on to seafoam. Now, seafoam and aqua are super similar as well, and so is mint. So we're gonna we'll compare a little bit on those two. I'm sure they're gonna be slightly different. Hello, Posh. Welcome. Welcome to part 2 of my pixelated swatching party. I'm glad you could make it. I am in and out of being pixelated, and I'm just gonna swatch what I can swatch until y'all tell me to just throw in the towel. But we're taking a look at She Modern stamping polishes. Welcome back, Glam. That is seafoam. Seafoam. Yeah, I'm a little bit past mandarin or tangy at this point. But thanks for catching up, and I do appreciate your sweet words that you were giving me, because I love you too. You haven't got your mandarin yet? Go get your mandarin orange. Go get it. See, I think this is going to be a bit more based than the seafoam. And probably mint is probably going to be a bit greener. But it is super gorgeous nonetheless. It is going to show up nicely over white and black, as do all of them. Okay, next 4 are done. Let's get our stamping sealer all up on there. This probably wouldn't be 100% necessary if I let these like sit overnight and then threw a regular top coat on. But since the She Modern stays sticky even after it's dry, I don't want to take any chances. So I'm just gonna, and like I might just let these sit for a while before I even try to top coat them. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But up next here, we have mint, jade, sky, and ocean. And like I said, I'll pull back down the seafoam and aqua to compare to these two once we get them swatched. I'm going to have such a pile of wipes, but these are looking really cool. I mean, maybe not that side, but that kind of looks a little neat. This one is mostly green. Kind of like a tie-dye action happen, but kind of cool. I feel like I should probably scoot up a little bit. I do apologize. This phone, the camera is up a little bit further, I think, so I know the chat is probably in the way. But y'all are troopers. You're hanging in there just as I am. Hopefully it's not too super annoying. This was supposed to be a chill swatch and chat, and it has turned into how did Tara get 30 more gray hairs? Well, let's see. She tried to go live, and YouTube and or her Wi-Fi decided to just be crappy, and it is funny to see all the wipes. Yeah, I'm kind of reusing some of them. I'm the ones that are kind of drying. I'm just kind of like rehydrating them. Yeah, I blame the tube too, but you know, the freaking Brightspeed guy was just here yesterday, and I pretty much told him to like bug off because I was happy with my internet, and I think that jinxed me. That and the weather just kind of sucks. So, see, if you think my wipes are cool, look at my little sticky pad. That's some cool abstracty stuff. Oh, you're probably not going to be able to see it because it's super duper pixelated. But it might look cooler all super duper pixelated. Or not. You may not be able to see it at all. Nope. My phone is just being super pixelated now. You can see it. Kind of cool looking. That's all the colors piling up on each other. Next up we have Sky. This one is going to be kind of a medium to light blue. And this one is going to be a really good one over both white and black as well. Oh, let me see if I can fix that little topper part. There is that one. If you all can see, it is Opaque Sky. So pretty, pretty, pretty. I really can't say enough good things about She Modern stamping polishes in general, just because they work. You know what I mean? Like when you find something that works for what you need it to work for, it's like, oops, I see I keep forgetting to close my bottle because I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh, that one did not. Oh, I don't think I had my. I don't think my plate was quite dry yet because it looked like it was beading up. Maybe I was trying to be too fast. Let's give it a second. Give it a second to make sure it's good and dry. We'll try that one again. Make sure that it is not being weird. Doo-doo-doo. There is Opaque Ocean. So that compared to Sky, it is a bit darker, and Ocean has just that tiny little bit of a green undertone to it. And then here we have Seafoam and Aqua in the front, and in the back, Mint and Jade. So you can see they are all very similar, but they're all different. They all have different undertones. Some, you know, we got like kind of light to dark. So it to have, you know, if you're doing a lot of stamping, if you are like someone like me who can't say no to a sale, they were running a sale. I don't know if it's still going on, but they did have a sale going. They might be down to like 25% now, but it started at 50% and then went down from there. And they will have another one probably around Christmas time if she doesn't have one before that. Alrighty, let's get to the purples. So we have our last blue one, which is just opaque blue. Then we have purple, lavender, and Kobe. It's still on. It's 25% off now. Yep, she started at like 25%, then it went down to like 40%, or 45, 35, 25. However she ended up doing it. Oh, that's okay, Tina. Thanks for sticking out as long as you did. I know this was kind of a crazy situation, but I appreciate you. Have a wonderful evening, and I hope you have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. There is the blue, our blue, opaque blue. Awesome, awesome. These are less like white based, I think. So a little bit darker. You'll be watching the replay, and all of you the same. Have a wonderful night. Yeah, I do apologize for any and all. Like, I feel like maybe I need to get some clean swipey wipes here, because I feel like that's leaving some residue. Make sure it's good and clean. But yes, I do apologize for the state of the video quality. YouTube and or my Wi-Fi have just decided to not play nice. And it just kind of is what it is. Here's the purple. The purple is not going to be as bright over the white, but there are lighter purples in the collection of the neon that will show up over white better. This one is just like the dark purple of the group. So next up is lavender. Oh, that's okay, Lori. I appreciate you coming back to part 2 and hanging out for as long as you could. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful evening, Lori. Sleep tight and have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. I don't know if it's gonna rain, which it probably will. Ooh, that one's really pretty. This one is a good one. This one is a good one over black. And this one is opaque lavender. So that is opaque lavender. And compared to the opaque purple, you can tell how much more white based it is. So it's going to pop over the black. Well, hello, Angela Johnson. Welcome to the chat. I appreciate you stopping by. Everybody say hi, Angela. She is new here. What do we say? We need to come up with something. Like, what should we say to like new people that come in the chat when they come in and say, "Hi, I'm new." What should we say other than just hi? We should come up with something. Cuz that would be funny. Ooh, I forgot to clean off my stamper. Whoops. Whoopsies. Yes, Angela. We need to have a talk with the Wi-Fi / YouTube pixelation problem. Because we're trying everything. I've turned off everything in my house that has Wi-Fi except my phone. So here we have blue, purple, lavender, and Kobe. Blue, purple, lavender, and Kobe. Shouty Capson, the Pixelators. I don't know if let me see, if I just turn off the Wi-Fi on my phone, then like legit, this phone is the only phone and the only thing that'll be on Wi-Fi. Maybe that will be different. I don't know. Y'all have to tell me. Did it clear up? Did it not clear up? Yeah, I guess a wonky picture is a little bit better than having an echo because you guys can still listen to me. I'm not gonna be annoying. So there's our blue and purple. And I have one more purple in the opaque collection, and it's just called Taffy. Oh, it's like really raining now. Crap. But so these are going to get into the ugly colors, so it's probably good if it's pixelated because these are the ugly colors, except for Taffy. Taffy's going to be pretty. But we have tan, mocha, and brown. So we're just going to swatch those real quick. And then that's pretty much going to be, oh, except for gray. I'll still have gray. But that's pretty much going to take care of my opaque collection. Just let me know in the chat. It's a conspiracy. Uh-oh. I'm a conspiracy theorist. Don't get me going on conspiracies. I'll be looking stuff up all night. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I thought, Glam. He came over and he was on his phone when he walked up to the door. I bet he was doing something with his phone, shooting laser beams at my house or something. But there's Taffy. Taffy compared to Kobe. So it's a darker kind of pinky based purple. Okay, it got better. Okay. Oops, I don't want to put that. I still have to still have to top coat that one. Yeah, I won't have the picture up on my other phone, so I won't be able to see what's going on if it gets better or worse. But if it gets super bad, just shouty cat me. And we'll try the Wi-Fi thing again. If not, if it's just kind of sort of bad, we'll just keep plugging along. And I'll get as much done as I can. Oh, this one's a good one. This one kind of has like a purpley undertone. It's tan, so it's like a brown, but it's like almost like a purpley undertone. I don't know. It could just be my eyes because it's just tan, but it's pretty, and it looks pretty over black and white. Next up is Mocha, and this one looks kind of like baby poop. Not gonna lie, it's almost more of like a brown mustard. It's got like a really, really yellow undertone. But we definitely need these colors, not gonna lie. I mean, if you are a stamper, you know that there are times when you need some of these ugly colors. That one is called Mocha. And it's definitely the baby poop green or the baby poop brown. I don't know what you're feeding your kids, but if they poopy looking like that, you're not having a fun time. Yeah, I would say it's more of a caramel. It's not quite a mocha. This one I would say is more of a mocha brown, but this one's just called brown. Just called brown. And there is brown. That looks really good over the black as well. Ooh, moldy mustard. Yeah, I would call it a moldy mustard. You know that like ballpark mustard that's like brown and it's got all the little bits in it that's really gross and it's kind of like gritty texture. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. All right, so there is that, and I'm gonna do real quick. We'll put those back up, and then we will go ahead and do the last two on the opaque, which is gray and smoke. And these ones are probably going to be super similar, although I think the gray is more of a blue-based gray, and smoke is going to be more of like that kind of like dirty, kind of smoky. Oh, isn't that what I said, Glam? Brown mustard? Or were you correcting Nana Ange when she said moldy mustard? Yes, Sabby, that is the wonderful world of She Modern. It is a pretty thin consistency. Like, it's not a super thick polish, although it is, compared to some regular polish, it is a thicker polish, but it is, like, it's got a really nice consistency. It's a very, very highly pigmented polish, which makes it wonderful to stamp with and highly opaque over black and white. Ew, you love brown mustard? You can have the brown mustard. It is gross. All mustard is gross. I am not a fan. Not a fan. Alrighty, the last one in the opaque is our smoke. And this one is, it looks like lighter. then gray. Ooh, horseradish mustard. I don't think I have ever tried that, nor would I ever want to try that. That just sounds painful. I do like horseradish. And I used to, like growing up, I used to eat horseradish. My mom, what was it that my mom would make? I think it was like just like on ham. And it was like just horseradish in like a jar, and we would eat horseradish on it. It had quite the zing. So here's gray and smoke compared to each other. Hopefully it is not super duper pixelated for you guys, and you can see that gray is darker than smoke, but they are super similar. You would not need both. If you're just looking for a gray, you could get one or the other. But if you're like me and you can't say no to a sale, then go ahead and get both. The thing is that even with like She Modern, like not on sale, it is cheaper to get it in a 4-pack than it is to get singly. The only thing I wish that they would do would be to like have mix and match. Like if you wanted to get 2 from the Opaque and 2 from the glitter, or 2 from the jelly and 2 from the neon, you know, like a big old mix and match party. Well, that would be great. Okay, so we have the opaques done. Yay! They're done. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know if it's all pixelated, but it's all done. So I'm probably gonna do the metallics, and then we'll see where we're at. Like we'll start on the metallics because I just have like the basic rainbow and purple and plum or wine. Purple and wine are over there. But we'll start in on that. We'll kind of see where we're at time-wise and all of that goodness. But I'm very pixelated again. Ugh. Well, hopefully it'll clear up in a second. If not, I can try to Wi-Fi again. Maybe, and see if it'll boost it. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. The metallics. I think I'm gonna do the stars for the metallics. Yes, I will take pictures. I'll probably do like a short. I'll probably like film a little short and post it later as well. Or tomorrow or the next day or whatever. Let me see if I can, I'm going to pop off of Wi-Fi for a second and then back on, and we'll see if it unpixelates. We'll give it one more reset, and then we'll do the metallics. And let me find, I gotta slide down my other menu. Okay, hang on guys. I will be back in a couple seconds. Hang tight. Am I good? Bad? Same? Different? Good, bad, same, different. Hopefully we're good. Hopefully. I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. Hopefully we'll be okay for a little bit. So these are the metallics. And yes, glam, again, I will take pictures. I will do a little short, and we will make sure that everybody can see. what the final outcome was. We shall see, we shall see. These are the metallics. Now, these are not going to be as opaque over the black as the opaque ones were, but they are pretty darn good. They are pretty darn good. They are just going to be a bit darker. So that one was the pink. And these are the metallics. These ones are actually, I do not believe these ones are available right now or anymore. I think she switched over to glitter. If I'm being honest, I think they're all glitter. They're all under the glitter category now. But these ones are super similar. And just they did like a little bit different of a formula to do glitter instead of metallic. But they are very glittery. So that's what makes me think. And I did ask Tina on one of her lives because I was getting ready to buy some stuff from the sale. And I was like, are the metallics the same as the glitters, or are they similar, like similar enough to where like I could just get the colors that I was missing? So that's what I ended up doing. I ended up getting, because I have like the basic rainbow in the metallics, and then I just went back and I pretty much got like all of the in-between colors in the glitter. Oops, I forgot to close my polish. There's the orange. Yeah, so these are really good. I mean, obviously they're not as good over black as they are white. But they do, like in person, that like shift that you get with the metallic is really nice. So over like some darker colors, you're still going to be able to see it. And that's the whole purpose of swatching these over black and white, is to see the far extremes, right? So you're going to have the black and the white is going to be the lightest and the darkest. Yeah, that orange is gorgeous. I love it. Oops. This one is stuck. There we go. And this yellow is kind of a gold, but it's like a real super yellow gold. So it's definitely more of a yellow than it is a gold. Like it's a yellow metallic, which is really nice. I think it's going to look slightly green over the black. But not super bad. Not super bad. It is a little darker, but it is pretty. It is very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, so those 4 done. Let me slap on. Slap on. Slap off. Anybody old enough to remember those commercials for the clapper? Anybody in the chat ever have a clapper? Did you clap to turn your lights on and off? From the like very first like infomercial ever to be in existence, the clapper. Yeah, it's kind of they do a little bit of a shiftiness. You remember the clapper? We never had one either. I'm not calling you old. I'm calling me old. So I guess if you're older than me, I guess you're going to be old too. But we could be old together. You remember the commercial? Yay, I'm still queer. Okay, we have green jade, ocean and sapphire. It's the green, the teal, the blue, and the blue. I'm not calling anybody old. I called myself old because I remember the Clapper commercial. I don't know why I'm covering up this whole image, but we're just going for it, I guess, so I can pick up whatever part of the image I want and stamp a Rooney. Super good. Now this one looks a little bit more yellow on top of the green, so it kind of takes away a little bit of the base color. And it has like that slight kind of shift there in the light. But it's so pretty. It does have kind of like that kind of like gold undertone. Posh has us all beat. Well, I'm not going to ask how old you are, Posh, because us ladies do not like to answer that question as to how old they are. But I'm sure that you're all aging like fine wine. We are just with age. Up next, we have Jade. And Jade is going to be a pretty teal, although this looks slightly jellier than the rest. But it's not bad. It's a little bit darker over the black, but you still get that shift. And then over white, it pops. You're going to be 67 in August. Well, that is not old. Sabby will be turning 51 soon. That is also not old. Sherry will be 62 in August. Also not old. You know, at a certain point, you guys get to switch your birthday numbers around, right? So like when you turn 62, you're now 26. And Nana Ann at 52, you can flip that and be 25. You thought that you were older than? How old are you, Sugar? Did you say you're 38? You are the baby. You are the baby. I am 45. I turned 45 in February. So if I flip my age, that makes me 54, and I don't want to do that. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But I'm not ready to be 50. My husband is 10 years older than me. So he is going to be 55 this year in September. There is the blue. That one is Ocean. 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 I get nervous. I look up at my phone and I see all the blurry polishes in the background, but I forget that my phone is just focusing on what's in front. So it's making me nervous. I'm not going to say the P word. We're not going to say it, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So this last one in the blue is our Sapphire. And this one, I will say, is a bit different than the rest of them. This one is definitely like more of a metallic. So I know that's going to sound weird because all of these are metallic, but this one has more of like a metallic sheen. So like, see how it's just like a soft like sheen. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell, but it doesn't look as glittery. So like next to Ocean, how it looks a little bit glittery, this just looks like softer, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. But it looks like it's got finer particles, I guess, is what I'm saying. Okay, so now I need to top coat these ones real quick like. Yes, the blue one is so pretty. So pretty. All of these are gorgeous. Like, I mean, the whole reason why I have them is because Tina is a very good saleswoman. And when she showcases this stuff on her lives, we all run and buy them. Like, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that you have gone to a She Modern Live and not ended up buying something. Okay. Blue, purple, wine, and we're just going to do silver because I need 4 because I'm doing little bundles of 4. So Glam, you will need to look for the glitters because the metallics are no longer on the site, at least not for the time being, as far as I'm aware. I haven't been on in a little while, so that could have changed. But she has switched it up to the glitter. So it's going to be under glitter, and they are slightly more sparkly than the metallics, but like not much. You know what I mean? Like the metallics might just have a little bit finer of a particle. Oh yeah, I try very hard not to pay full price for anything. We all are looking for a deal. I wish I had a discount code to share with you all from She Modern, but she does not do discount cards, discount codes. But I would love to, if she ever did in the future. I would love to be a She Modern ambassador. I had so much fun with the sponsorship videos that I would love to do that again because I feel like, I don't know, you guys know me by now. If you're new here, buckle in. But I like to ramble and I like to talk. And when nobody's here to stop me, it's very hard to stop me. But I also like to share my knowledge with you guys. Just because I feel like when I started out, I didn't have that. Now, and it was my own fault. So let me preface it with that. It's not like the information didn't exist. It did. YouTube was a thing. When I first started doing nails, like YouTube was around. YouTube's been around a long ass time. I was not a social media person. Look at that gorgeous purple. Okay, we just need to stop and take a moment and appreciate this. And thank the heavens that it's clear. At least it looks like it is on my end. But look how gorgeous. Oh, I love it. That's the metallic purple, which they have. I mean, now it would just be like the glitter purple, but it would be the same. Thank you for the floaty heart. Who sent me the floaty heart? Pink Lover. Thank you for the floaty heart. Don't forget, if you haven't already, to smash that like button. And if you're just scrolling on through and you like nail stuff, go ahead and subscribe. We are swatching She Modern stamping polishes. If you are late to the game, this is part 2 because part 1 kind of went off the rails. So we regrouped and now we're here and we're soldiering through and we're going strong. About an hour and a half going strong. And I appreciate every last one of you souls that has decided to spend your Friday evening with me. Because, like, what else do you got to do? It's probably raining where you're at because it's raining where I'm at. But no, honestly, I felt kind of alone in my journey. There is I'm getting purple on something. Maybe I already got purple on something. Do not, by the way, do not clean your She Modern caps with acetone because the writing is not acetone resistant and you will wipe it off. So just use some alcohol. And I think even alcohol is trying to take a little bit of it off, so I'm not going to wipe it off anymore. But that's what happened to my black cap. That's why my black cap does not have She Modern on it, because I cleaned it with some acetone. So FYI, PSA, don't clean it with acetone or you will regret it. But yeah, no, so to no fault to anyone but myself, I felt very alone in my nail journey. I didn't know where to go, what to do. So I basically just taught myself. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, like, we all, that's kind of how you learn, right? You just kind of immerse yourself in something. And if it's something that you love, if it's something that you enjoy doing, then you're going to find a way to do it. But I feel like somehow this crazy life has taken me down this road to where I am now about 1,200 people strong on this channel, which is absolutely bonkers to even think that there are even 12 people that want to watch my videos and want to listen to me ramble and all of that goodness. But there is the silver, and I'm trying to get it to focus. Try to get it to focus. Super pretty. Okay, there's those 4. I'm going to top coat them. But yeah, so I feel like I want to use my platform for good. You know what I mean? Like, I want to help people the way I wish I would have been helped 10 years ago. And like I said, it's my own fault because I didn't go looking. But then when I did go looking, what did I find? I found Simply Nailogical with the Polish Mountain. And I found the Jenna Marbles with the 100 layers of foundation and all of that kind of like stupid YouTube stuff. Now, is it entertaining? Sure. Did I watch it and laugh? Also sure. But was it helpful? No. It was not. So yeah, I mean, and I don't want to be like, I'm not trying to say like, oh, I don't want my channel to be like a fuddy-duddy channel where I'm just like, okay, I'm the teacher, get your books out, we're gonna learn. No, I want it to be fun too. Like, this is what it's all about. But I also want you guys to be able to ask me questions, and I want to be able to find that information for you, and I want to be able to share that information with you. And, you know, like, we can all learn. Like, there's no, I think I said this in my last live, there's no gatekeeping. I want everybody to have the same opportunities. I want everybody to, you know, go after it. If you love it, go after it. Glam, are you hot for teacher? That song's going to be stuck in my head now. Funny story, my first husband was like a local musician. So I went to a lot of local jam nights and a lot of local musical things. And I heard a lot of like old-timey like rock and roll music, because that's what like a lot of the guys that were in bands were kind of older. So there was a lot of AC/DC, and there was a lot of Rush, and a lot of stuff that I have like blocked out of my memory because those are not happy memories. But so yeah, I heard a lot of those kind of songs a lot. I'm sorry, I haven't been looking up at the chat. I hope I haven't missed anything. I've just been kind of going because I don't want it to not be, you know, fluidly moving here. Going off the rails on the crazy train. Yeah, we were definitely going off the rails on the crazy train. What did Glam ask? Are the gel polishes that are metallic? I do not have very many of the semi-gels just because I prefer to stamp with the air dry. So I don't know. Thank you. If you're still in here, I don't know if you've already left or been booted out, but I don't know if that was Lee Evil. But thank you. I appreciate that my voice is relaxing. Welcome to the soothing sounds of Linn Nails After Dark. You Posh plays classic rock in her car, really loud. So when Crazy Train comes on, Ozzy shouts, "All aboard!" And I jump every time. Is that rose gold? No. This one, the last one I did is copper. It is just copper. I think it's looking a little rosy, but it is just copper. Yeah, I am a fan of all music. I don't necessarily have a favorite or an unfavorite. I will pretty much listen to anything, and I can pretty much appreciate anything. There are certain songs or certain genres that aren't necessarily a favorite, but, you know, I can listen to it. I mean, I grew up in the 90s where we listened to anything and everything from classical to R&B, rap. I mean, we had grunge, we had alternative, we had everything under the sun, and we listened to it all. And I literally listened to everything from Boy George to Metallica to Mozart. Here we have bronze, copper, and black. Bronze, copper, and black. And these are the metallic soups that I'm trying to drop. On the ground. Alrighty, put those up there. I thought that I had gold. Did I just miss? Maybe I just got the yellow. Maybe that's why I got bronze. So I thought there was a metallic gold. But I don't think there is. Okay, so, it looks like I just have my neons. And I think, what do we want to do for neons? What would be cool for neons? Should we do like something like this where it's got some different little doodads, or should we do like this guy? So we did the foliage. We could do the little bee. That might be cute. Yes, exactly, Ange. Good music is good music. I will listen to anything, and I can appreciate anything. There's just certain ones that I don't necessarily love, but I mean, I'll listen to it. I don't know. I'm kind of drawn to this one. What do you guys think? Do you think that'll be cool for our neon polishes? Oh yeah, Britney Spears, Katy Perry. The cupcake. I would do the cupcake, but I feel like it's not a good representation of the color because there's so much open space. I don't know. I guess I'm being weird about it just because like the foliage looks so good and I can tell what the color is. I feel like I want something that's a little bit a little bit thicker. But I kind of almost like that one too. I don't know. Oh, I think I'm going to go with my first instinct. The other images was this one or this one. So this one that's got like the diagonals or the little art deco kind of vibe. Or I could do the crisscross. I kind of like those three for the neon. That just kind of says, good night, Kelly. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out through all of the madness. Hello, Dee. Welcome in. We are swatching She Modern stamping polishes. Go with the first instinct. Okay, I kind of like that one. I think we're gonna go with that one. So I have been swatching. We'll do a little recap here. These are some of the Opaque stamping polishes. And I've just been stamping them and then going over with the clear stamp sealer. And then I will top coat with just a regular top coat. Kind of after the fact, I suppose. But that is what we are doing tonight. The stickers are courtesy of our one and only Nana Ange that gave us all the link to the black and white stickers. You can get them on Amazon. We can leave the link in the Discord if you haven't already. 12 hours today. Oh my goodness. That is quite the day. I hope it was a good day, at least. If it was a long day, I hope it was at least a good one. This one is neon magenta. Then we have pink, pink, and rose. And I will explain why I have two pinks. Well, I mean, maybe I won't explain why I have two pinks, but I will explain that I have two pinks. So here's the neon magenta. This is definitely a cola pink. Cola, are you still in the chat? Well, that's good, Dee. I'm glad it was at least a good day. Yeah, that's kind of like the double-edged sword of being the supervisor when you're the only supervisor. My husband, he was a supervisor for quite a long time, and he put in a lot of OT because he was the only one. He was the only one. This is definitely your vein, Cola, if you are still... Are you still around? These are definitely your colors, my lady. So, not exactly sure how I ended up with two neon pinks. So here's the first neon pink. Like maybe I oopsied and ordered, but like tell me that these aren't different colors, right? Like I feel like these are the same color and we'll compare them. But like these are definitely not the same color and these are both neon pink. So now I don't know if this was like a first run neon pink and then she decided to do magenta, so added another pink. I don't know. But we're going to compare these two when I stamp them. And we're just going to see. We are just going to see. What did Posh say? Poo rolls downhill and uphill when you're a supervisor. Yeah, yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so here's pink number 2. And which I have a feeling is going to be magenta in disguise. But we shall see. I forgot to clean off my stamper. But that's okay because it's She Modern and you have all the time in the world to pick up your images. And I'm not waiting long enough. As you can see, they're still on the stamper, but you can see how opaque that is, even with me not waiting. But so, what do you guys think? Is it the same or is it different? Because, like, in my brain, it's telling me that it's different. Am I losing it? Are they the same? What do you guys think? Magenta and pink. Are they the same? The left one is slightly lighter. Yeah, I mean, my brain is saying that it's the same. Stamp something else? Well, what do you mean stamp something else? It's a label mistake. Oh, stamp something else to test them? Okay. Like just, what should I stamp it on? I don't have any nails prepped. Let me finish my rose. Let me finish rose. This one is going to be more of like kind of into the like kind of corally undertone. So it's not so much of a bluey undertone like the neon pink. Yeah, so that is definitely different. Rose is definitely different than pink. Pink has more of like a bluey undertone, where rose has more of a like that kind of almost corally undertone. So those are definitely different, but like I'm gonna say those are definitely the same. Now, should I do like side by side? What can I stamp it on? I don't have any nails handy. I guess I could just stamp it. Hang on. Let's. Let me get the big stamper. And let's do oh, I can't get one sheet. There we go. Get a clean sheet. Okay. Magenta on the left, pink on the right. I think they're the same. I think they're the same. Totally think they're the same. So, I'm not sure which one I got first. Because I think I picked up, I mean, I'm pretty sure I got pink first because I would have gotten like most of the neons. And then I think when they came out with the other ones, this one ended up being more magenta, and then the pink ended up being more pink, so she changed the pink. So now this pink is magenta, right? Oh wait, it was pink. So magenta, pink, which is also magenta, and then pink and neon rose. So it'll probably get put into a giveaway at some point. I do have a couple other like extras that I have from some of the sponsorships that I ended up getting. Oh, ones that I had already ordered type of thing, you know, that ended up being in the sponsorship. So I have some extras that'll probably be in a little pop-up giveaway at some point. And that will be one of them. But for now, we're just gonna plop him back up in line with the other ones. And we'll keep on keeping on. Oh, you have an orange fur baby in your lap, Sabby. I have an orange fur baby. My little Charlie Marie. She's my baby girl. She is my little sweetheart that keeps coming in. The last few nights, she has come in at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning just to jump on me and purr and wake me up. And I'm like, girlfriend, mommy's trying to sleep. You need to lay down and go to sleep. There is neon red. And although it is kind of a pink, like undertone, it is definitely red compared to the pink. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Sabby. Love me just a little bit less. I will be okay with that. I mean, and don't get me wrong, like I absolutely love my kitty cats. I could not imagine my life without them. They are my world. But man, I just want to be asleep and stay asleep and not be woke up at you know what? I didn't shake this one. Let me give this one a good little shake. I just want to get a good night's sleep. Because if I have to work all day, I got to put my brave face on for my clients. I don't want to be sleepy. Because if I'm sleepy, then they're going to get wiggly lines. And they're going to get crooked nail art. And we don't want that. So here's our neon coral. Neon coral. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. On to our next one, which is neon tangy. And compared to our opaque tangy, it's going to be a bit lighter. Yours bring you toys all night. Charlie and Oliver will also bring me toys. I have woke up many a morning to a mouse in my bed And the poor little mouse with one ear and no tail. He is very loved. Oliver loves him so much. And Charlie has the little rope, and she will hop up. She loves to play fetch with it, so she'll drag it, and it's so funny because she acts so proud with that rope in her mouth. She grabs the one end of it and just like comes trotting over to you, like, look what I got, Mom. Play with me. So here's the difference between the Opaque Tangy and the Neon Tangy. Opaque Tangy is quite a bit more of a just straight up orange. And the neon version is a bit whiter based. But they are similar. More different in real life. I feel like it's not showing quite as like neon as it should be. This is darker orange. Oh. Remember which one I got which where. Yes, she is so proud that she brings me that rope, and she's just like, come on. Like, she literally earlier today, she brought it over to me and she dropped it at my foot, and then she like pawed at my foot like, Mom, and I like looked down and she's looking up at me with her cute little face. I can't with her little face. I just want to smush it. But she's just like, I'm ready to play, Mom. Are you going to throw it? And then I will like drag it across the floor back and forth so she can chase it. And then I'll throw it to the other end of the living room. And then she'll run after it and she'll grab it and she'll bring it back to me and drop it at my foot and tap on my foot again and be like, Mom, I'm ready to play. You gonna throw it again? And it's adorable and I love it. Sometimes she does it to my husband and then he'll toss the rope over to me. Like, here, you play with her. I'm like, okay. I don't ever want her to stop because it is adorable. This one is neon orange. And it is kind of that more of like a yellowy based orange. So very neon. So here is our red, coral, tangy, and orange in the neon. Red, coral, tangy, and orange. Oh, Posh, you have one that brings you a shoe. Oh, that reminds me so much of my Allie. She used to carry my shoe all over the house, and she would meow and bring me my shoe. Oh, I don't know why she brought me a shoe, but I loved it. I don't know if she was trying to tell me I needed to get out of the house more or what she was trying to tell me. Yes, Sabby, she is my fetch kitty. I had my old kitty that we lost a couple years ago. Billy Joe, he was also a fetch kitty. And he had a stuffed goldfish, one of the Pepperidge Farm goldfish crackers, but it was a little stuffed animal. I still have it. To this day. The kittens haven't decided to play with it yet, but hopefully they will, because that's nostalgia for me, I guess. But Billy Joe used to play with that fish, and it was a pretty good size fish, right? It wasn't like a little goldfish cracker. It was like a stuffed animal version of a goldfish cracker, but it was probably as big as my hand. You know, it was like the goldfish. You know, picture it. It's a goldfish. But he would play fetch with that. And it was adorable because I would throw it up in the air and he would jump after it and catch it. And then he'd kick at it and bite at it. And then he would run and I would throw it up in the air and he would catch it again. Are you asking me, Sugar, how long it took mine to acclimate? We are still in the process of acclimating because Monkey is quite the spoiled bee when it comes to kittens. She does not like them. But she's also like going to be 12 years old this year. So she went from being the youngest to being the oldest. So she is still very much acclimating to her new siblings. There is the neon mango. Neon mango. So it's going to take a while. I mean, some cats will, you know, like the kittens, they love her. They do not care one bit that she's there. They're just like, oh, hey, I want to play with you. Oh, you love when they do the bunny kicks. Yes, I love when they do the bunny kicks. The only time I don't like when they do the bunny kicks is when they have your arm wrapped around their paws and they're kicking at your arm. But yeah, no, it's going to take some time. Some cats are quicker to let other cats into their world than others. When my Allison Jean, when she showed up at my house, I had 2 boy cats, Billy Joe and TJ, and they were older. They were 7 and 3, I think. So they were a few years old, right? And Allie moved in, and like immediately they were all 3 best friends. Although Allie was pregnant and it wasn't from either of my boys because they are fixed. They were fixed. But I don't know if they just kind of sensed that she was in need. So she she was just kind of welcomed in with open paws, so to speak. But my boys just took to her and they were like, yep, we're best friends. And they never really fought. Even like up until the end when, you know, they lived together for years and years and years. Billy Joe was almost 20 when we lost him, so he was quite the old man. But they just got along instantly. Now, Monkey, she is Allie's kitten. Sorry, I needed a drink of my tea. Monkey is Allie's kitten. And she had 4, by the way. She had 4 kittens. If you don't know that story, I do have a video on my channel that is kind of like her origin story. So I'm going to give this one a shake. But she ended up having 4 kittens. We adopted out 3 of them and we kept 1. That is our little monkey girl. And she was always a little, I don't want to say hateful. She's not hateful, but she's always spunky. She's very spunky. And she would fight with the boys. And she would chase them and they would chase her. No real knockdown dragouts. Like they weren't like going after each other like to the death, you know? But they definitely were doing some fighting. So I think Monkey just has an attitude. She is a tuxedo cat. So she has the tuxitude. And she is not afraid to show it. She does hiss and growl at Oliver and Charlie. Charlie mostly, just because she is very much a social butterfly. And she just wants to be friends. Like immediately she wanted to be friends with Monkey. She's like, oh, hi, are you my new sister? I want to play with you. And Monkey just growled at her and hissed at her. Mango, yellow, lemon, and lime. Awesome. Thank you so much to the 20 of you that are still here watching. I hope that you are being entertained one way or another. Because I'm almost done. I'm almost done with my polishes. This is awesome. I have almost got these all done. I'm so proud of myself. Getting something accomplished. But yeah, so I guess the long drawn out answer to your question, Sugar, if you're still here, is there's no real way to know how long it's going to take cats to get along, and they may never 100% get along. But you just have to give them time and don't try to push it. Like, don't try to force it. Don't yell at them if they start growling or if they start hissing. Like, don't negatively reinforce that behavior. Just change the subject. You know what I mean? Like, the cat that you have had, you want to take their attention away from the new cat. So you want to give them attention, and you want to, like, not necessarily give them a treat, because then that's kind of like negative reinforcement, because you're like, oh, every time I hiss, I get a treat. So, like, don't treat them, but like divert their attention. Divert their attention somewhere else. Like, just kind of change the subject. You know what I mean? Get a new toy out, or, you know, get up and move, or do something to distract their attention from what is happening. And I'm no cat whisperer or anything by any means, but here's our neon green. I have just found that, like, the less you make it a thing, the less it's going to be a thing, if that makes sense. So, like, reacting to it, it's just like if you yell at a child, you're gonna startle it, and then it's gonna cry. Like, I don't know what the equivalent is to a cat, but like, if you startle it, it's the behavior is gonna change. Oh, what did I miss? What did I miss, Sandra? What did you do? Oh, you are doing your nails? Ooh. Oh, da, 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 da. Let's see. Glam said the puppies have their own version of bunny kicks. Those are some big bunnies. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat here. I've been just kind of cranking on along with my swatching. Oh, thank you, Posh. Whether you're because you're here watching me swatch, or because you're hanging out in the chat with all of the other lovely ladies and or gentlemen that are in the chat. But she said, I can't think of a better way to spend a Friday evening. Yes, redirect. Exactly, Posh. Redirect the activity. So Sandra is videoing her nails. Awesome, awesome. Can't wait to see. So you always make awesome nails, gorgeous nails. Yes, yes, you do, Sandra. Aw, is it just a friendly neighborhood stray, Posh, that went sauntering across your deck? Oh, it was one of your neighbors. Well, see, if I'd have just kept reading. I could have just kept reading the chat. Oh, but it was missing for like a week and it finally came back. That's awesome. You wish you could have a kitty. Are you allergic, or are you just like not allowed to have kitties where you are? Or is it because you have a dog, don't you, Dee? So, like, is it because you have a dog that you can't have a cat? But you can be Charlie and Oliver's auntie. We have Auntie Nana, and we have Auntie Skittles. So anybody that wants to be an auntie or an uncle. We have Auntie Glam with cousins Coda and Daisy, and the cousins Orion, and why did I just blank on the other one? Aurora. I knew it would come to me. Oh, it's not good with other animals. I get that. And that's a smart pet owner to not to know that about your animal, right? Like, you know that it's not a good idea, so you're not gonna tempt it. Yes, you can be Auntie Posh too. That sounded like I said auntie, like not posh, but you can be Aunt Posh. My kitties love all their aunts and uncles. They are the bestest kitties. Oliver would tell you that I starve him because he's wasting away to nothing. That boy will eat anything. Like, now I know what it's like to have like a teenage boy. Like, never had any kids, but oh my goodness. Oliver has definitely, he's showed me what it's like. He has definitely shown me what it's like. That one is aqua. I don't think I said the last one, but it was neon jade, neon aqua. So gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, I'm sure you're feeling the same way, Glam, with your puppies, because I'm sure they are like teenagers as well, eating or wanting to eat everything in sight. We are all aunties and uncles to all of the animals out there. Because if you have a cat, it's my cat. If I have a cat, it's your cat. Yeah, the aqua is really pretty. It's a nice, like, tealy blue. I was kind of on the fence about the neons, especially when she came out with the different colors. And I was like, oh, do I really need them? But yes, I really need them. So we have green jade, aqua, and blue. Green jade, aqua, and blue. Green jade, aqua, and blue. And I want to compare blue and sky, because those are super similar. Not gonna lie, those are super similar. That is opaque sky and neon blue. If you have opaque sky, you probably don't need neon blue. Opaque sky might just slightly be like a hint darker, but they are super similar. You can't really tell much by the bottle, because especially blues get the ugly bottle syndrome with the white that just kind of sticks to the side. But I would say they are super similar. What did I want to compare? Okay, we have opaque jade and neon aqua. No, those are different. The neon aqua is a little bit more blue. Opaque jade is a bit more green. So those are definitely different. They kind of look the same. Again, ugly bottle. But the polish inside is just fine. Just fine. We are getting there, folks. We are almost done. Almost done. And I am glad. I'm not really hearing it rain much, so maybe things are clearing up. And we're going to be smooth sailing. Alrighty, so here are the purples, and then we just have 3 more, and then I got a couple more glitters. But here is Bluebell, Violet, Purple, and Orchid for the last of the neons. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that these are like neons. They'd almost have to be like a jelly to be neon, but like this orange is the neon tangy glitter version. And if we compare that to like the neon orange of the not sparkly variety, this is way more of a pastel. It's like a neon pastel. I mean, I'll give it, it's a bright pastel, but it's still kind of more of the pastel-y kind of vibe, right? But it has that neon quality to it. But it's definitely definitely more of a white-based cream polish. But I do agree. They are not they're like not 100% neon. And in general, like blues and purples are kind of difficult to do neon just because of the nature of the pigment. But these are definitely a white-based cream. So they're going to be more of a pastel. Still a very beautiful color. But I wouldn't say neon. Okay, I gotta show you. This is what I've been dabbing off. And look how pretty that is. I got like the whole rainbow on there. So pretty, so pretty. All my little dobbies. And my little wipe is getting really pretty. Look at that. Look, that's a pretty little sugar rainbow, isn't it? All from just wiping the plates off. And then this one kind of looks like a sunset. That one kind of looks like a sunset. Well, they want to just play. They're in the same room together. Well, that's good, as long as they are not like aggressive towards each other in any way. They should be okay. Yeah, I guess they could have just been like a bright pastel collection or something. They didn't necessarily have to be neon. Because I'm gonna guess that this one, this neon violet, is gonna be close to the opaque lavender. Although I think it's gonna be just slightly different tone. But here is the neon violet. Oh, quit trying to focus. There we go. So that compared to the opaque lavender, yeah, it's definitely got a different undertone and it's darker. But I would almost classify this as more of a neon purple. The opaque lavender almost feels more like a neon purple than what this one does. So the other one is little like getting used to Kobe, but Kobe just wants to play and she is skittish. Yeah, it's just going to take them some time. You know, when they're used to a certain way about things and things get changed, it's gonna freak them out a little bit. But ooh, that's got like a chunk. They'll get used to each other as long as, like I said, as long as they're not like ferociously going after each other. I don't think you'll have too much to worry about. Because like I said, even with mine, with Monkey being like hissing and growling, she doesn't like go after the kittens. She kind of runs from them. And it's not like they're chasing her to run after her or to get her. they just want to play. And she's just an old biddy and she doesn't want to play with them. So she just growls and hisses and then runs away from them. So this is the neon purple. And I would say that one's a pretty decent neon. I mean, we're getting the neon vibes. Here's the neon purple sparkly. And it's pretty comparable. Oops, nope, don't try to focus on the background. It's pretty comparable to the sparkly one. So not too bad. Not too bad. And last but not least, for our neons, we have Neon Orchid. And I guess this is kind of more of a pink, but it's like a purpley pink. So we're going to call it a purple. Yeah, it's like putting an extroverted cat with an introverted cat. The introvert is going to hate everyone. Yeah, that's pretty much what Monkey's deal is too, because like I said, she went from being the youngest to being the oldest in the matter, you know, in a matter of a few months. Well, she went from being the youngest to being the only one to then being the oldest. So there is Neon Orchid. Neon Orchid. Do I see anything that kind of compares to that? Not really. We have Taffy. Taffy's muted. I don't see anything else that is that color. We have the magenta is brighter. We have Opaque Pink. Oh, that's darker too. So not quite comparable. Thank you, Sabby. They are gorgeous. You can probably still get most of them on shemodern.com. She does still currently have a 25% off sale going on. If you want to pick anything up, I think till the end of the month, perhaps it might still be going on. And then they'll be back to regular price. Okay, these are the last 3 besides my other 3 glitters that I have over here. But we'll get these ones done real quick and then we'll take a look at those glitter ones. These ones I would not say are neon at all. They are more so just, I would call them the opaque, like the skin tones and stuff like that, because we have ginger, latte, and sand, and they're just kind of those neutrals. So I wouldn't say that they are neon in any way, but that's the collection that they belong in or that they were put in. So that is just where we're going with that. You're waiting. You ordered 2 boxes from Katie. Ooh, Nurse Katie, you got 2 of the mystery boxes. And one of them is stamping because I would love to get better at it. Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome. Anybody that is still currently in the chat that has been hanging out with me watching, has anybody like never stamped before? Do I have anybody in my chat that is just a surveyor of stamping? Or someone who just loves nail stuff? Or just loves me and decided to hang out with me? Let me know in the comments. I'm interested. Oh, so Sugar, have you like never ever stamped? And I apologize, Obsidian Rose. I forgot what your first name was. It'll stick if you say it to me again, or if somebody puts it in the chat, I'll remember it. I think it started with an M, but I don't remember. You have never stamped? So She Modern is a really good product to start out with, and like it is on the pricier end, but it is very much easier to stamp with because it gives you like the extra time to get your images picked up because it is a sticky stamping polish. Mika, that's right, Mika. I will remember that. I'm putting that in my memory banks. I will remember that. So we have Mika and Sugar who have never stamped. And do you have any questions that you would like to ask any of us? What? Oh, both kitties are laying down playing. Oh, yay. Yeah, see, that's so awesome. They're, they're just going to kind of get used to each other, and they're going to find their like their pecking order or whatever you want to call it, where they, they're not in a stressful environment and they can just kind of chill. Oh, you stamped once 4 years ago? And I'm assuming it didn't go well if you have not stamped since then? What kind of stamping polish and or plates did you use that may have been the issue? So here are the last three. We have ginger, latte, and sand. So ginger is a nice, like muted, like orange. And then latte is kind of like a chocolate milk. And then sand is kind of like a yellow, like a, I guess a sandy kind of yellow color. I guess. It was maniology and I didn't give top coat, so when I added my gel, it smeared. Oh, see, that's so weird because I never have any issues with top coat. Now, like a matte top coat will definitely smear stamping if you don't use like the stamping sealer. Matte top coat will definitely F some S up. But I've never had any problem with just the gel top coat. I mean, I guess what brand of gel top coat did you use? Because I guess there are some that have more solvents in them than others. So it could have just been that it had a lot of solvents in it, and that's what caused it to break down the stamping. Look at my beautiful disaster. Look, it's so pretty. It's like an abstract painting. So pretty. All my little wipey wipes. Oh, you know what? I got three more over here. That are the glitter white, gray, and brown. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch those real quick. What did I do the other glitters? Oh, we did the little flowers. Let's do that one. Why not? Let's do that one again. Let's see. What did I miss here? I definitely want to learn how to do it. I will look into She Modern since you recommended them. Yeah, I highly recommend She Modern. Like I said, it's on the pricier side. So if you don't catch anything like at the end of this month, while it's still like 25% off, she will probably maybe have like you can sign up for the email. What is it called? The email newsletter. And you can get like the flash sale notices if she does any of those. And then she will probably have another like Black Friday sale, will probably be the next big sale. So you can definitely check them out then. I do have, well, like now I know that my pink and my magenta are the same color, so I will probably be throwing that one in a giveaway. I have a couple of other like doubles that I have laying around, so I might just pop up a little She Modern giveaway at some point. Oh, it was Model 1s. That could be the issue, just because the cheaper top coats have more solvents in them. Like, I've never had any issues using Madame Glam top coat over stamping. Now, like I said, the matte top coat will definitely screw it up. But the regular top coat, I've never had any issues with it. So if you ever do, give it another try. You can also use like the stamping sealer. They have the water-based top coats. Here is the white glitter. This one is not quite as opaque. Ooh, it won't focus. There we go. I mean, you can see it. It's kind of a little bit more. I would actually like add glitter to the top of that to make it a little bit more opaque, if I'm being honest. Just because I think with those like chunkier glitters, yeah, the neon ones are like a whole lot more opaque than what these like what the regular glitter, I guess, is. Oops, I forgot to close. Forgot to close my bottle. Let's see. Let's try to get as much of that on there as we can. So this one's this one's better. This one's definitely better. It's a little darker. I guess hard to see. This is the glitter gray. It's kind of hard to see on camera. I don't know if like there. Maybe the lighting. My lighting isn't the best here at this desk, but it is what it is. But that's the white and the gray. And then we have the brown, the glitter brown. Clean that off. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta open the polish. The glitters, I do feel like they are just slightly bigger particles than what the metallics are. But it's not, I know a lot of you ladies out there, you guys use Maniology, and there are a few of the Maniology polishes that are glittery, that are like gritty. And I absolutely hate that. Like you go to scrape it and you just hear across the plate. And it leaves like little chunks and streaks and stuff behind. It is horrible. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. Yeah, actually first came out. The website said 25% until the 24th and then 20 until the end of the month. Okay, so you've got till the end of the month to save 20%. Sorry, I'm catching up with the chat here because I didn't scroll down. I shall She Modern first before Maniology. Definitely want to try She Modern. Got the glitters. Yeah, I think I like the metallic better than the glitter. I feel like the glitter is just a little, like it's sparkly and it's pretty, but I feel like it's not quite as opaque. Okay, I am all caught up. Thank you so much to the 14 of you that are still here. And I got 33 likes on part 2 of the swatch party for my She Modern sticky stamping polishes. Let me throw a water-based top coat over top of this so that I can put a regular top coat on it and seal them in. But that is the white, gray, and brown in the glitter formula. So these are going to be a little less opaque. In person, you can see them a little bit more over the black, but they are gorgeous nonetheless. So that is almost all of my collection. I do have the rest of the glitter collection. And I will probably, go ahead and swatch them if you all want to hang. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more to swatch. If you want to stick around, please feel free. If you don't, I totally understand. It is currently 11:15 Eastern Standard Time. So I do understand that it is late, but it's also Friday night, so you can hang. You can hang out. I do have them already tagged. I did sticker most of them, which saved me a lot of time, so that was nice. Let's see, we've got 4, 8, and then 1. So we'll do these real quick. Garnet, ruby, ginger, sand, emerald, lime, peacock, and teal, and then plum. Those are the colors that I have. Some of them are off screen. But they are the glitters. Now I picked up the glitters that were not the colors of the metallics. So I have pink metallic, garnet, and ruby in glitter. I have red metallic, garnet, and ruby. Orange metallic, I got ginger, which is lighter, and so on and so forth, right? And then sand is just kind of like, almost like a gold. Like, I think this is kind of that, like, kind of like a dirty gold kind of vibe. But I think, I really do prefer the metallic over the glitter. Not that these aren't gorgeous. They absolutely are. But I feel like they are just not quite as opaque as what the metallics would be. Yeah, that was kind of my initial thought at first, was to just add glitter over top of the sticky opaque. And then I caved. I'm not even 100% sure. I don't even think I filmed a haul. So welcome to my She Modern haul. This is what I picked up on the sale, because I don't think I filmed a video. Partly because I placed like 2 orders. So I thought I didn't want to wait for both of them to come in to open them and get them put away and all the things. So I just kind of put them all away, and I just didn't even do Now you can totally add glitter over top of these as well to make them a little bit more opaque. If that's the look that you're going for, and that's what I will probably most likely do. If they're not as opaque as I think that they need to be. These are the sticky stamping polishes from She Modern. And we have been swatching the tops of these. I picked them up on their sale when she was having a 50% off sale. Now you can get 25% off or 20% off until the end of the month if you miss out on the 25%. This is a stamping polish brand called She Modern. And she also has lives twice a week. I believe it's Wednesdays and Saturdays that she goes live, and she shows new products, and she also answers questions about other products. This one is the Glitter Ginger. Sandra, it's not that they're not that great. They're gorgeous. They're just not as opaque over like black or like the darker colors. But you can add glitter because they are sticky. And you can also add like the chrome powders or the pigments over top of them. So if you wanted a little bit more of a metallic-y kind of finish, you could do the chrome, just kind of dab the chrome over top of them. So they're good. I mean, I'm not knocking the glitters. I just feel like they are they're a little bit more sparkly than I thought they were going to be, as opposed to the metallic. But they're not. Oops. No. My little stamper keeps getting stuck to the sticky pad. But that's the beauty of She Modern. It can sit on the plate for a few and it's still going to pick up. So this one is sand, and this one I'm going to say is like that, like almost like a tarnished gold. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. So it's like a, like a brownie gold. So Nana Anja's two favorite colors, brown and gold, in one polish. It is really pretty. It's like an antique gold. Okay, there's our first four. Let me slap on some of that stamping sealer. This is for anybody that may be new in the chat. This is a water-based top coat. This is just going to seal in our stamping so that it doesn't smear if you put on a regular top coat. And we have Ruby, Garnet, Ginger, and Sand. Ruby, Garnet, Ginger, and Sand. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Were you just thinking about it and then decided you didn't like it, Ange? You were like, maybe, nah. Don't like it. I mean, it has its place. And see, I know that for most of you out there are just doing nails for yourself, right? Like you're not, and you know, you might salons, you might have like that kind of customer. I literally have to think outside of the box because I have clients that will want off the wall things. And I love my clients. They actually, you know, keep me thinking outside of the box. But so when I think of what I need to get, what I need to have in my arsenal of nail products, I really have to think, what would my clients want? So I have to kind of put aside, like, I don't necessarily love yellow, but I'm going to get all the yellows so that I have them. It's better than the brown mustard. Yeah, because it's like glittery. It's like metallic. On the black, it looks slightly green. Yes, yes. You will definitely see undertones come out over black and white, and that's one of the reasons why I want to swatch them over black and white, and that's why most people will swatch them over black and white, because it gives you what it's going to look like. The good, bad, and the ugly, when it's the extremes. Sabby says, I like them all. More things I want to buy. Every time I get a new package, my hubby's like, seriously? That same, Sabby, same. I'll ask my husband if he checked the mail, and he'll be like, why? You expecting something? And I'm like, I'm always expecting something. And then when he goes out, he opens the door and there's a bunch of Amazon packages, he will just, and then he'll gather them up, bring them in. So yeah, Sugar, you are a prime example, right? You're not the type of person that wants to do other people's nails, and that's perfectly fine. You enjoy doing what you do, so you get the things that you like and that you know that you're going to enjoy. If I was just doing my nails, I would literally probably only own like pink and purple and maybe black and white and maybe some teal, because those are the colors that I like. But as someone who needs to have everything in every shade, you sometimes have to have the ugly ones too. This one is the glitter lime, and it looks slightly more yellow over the white, and then over the black it is more of a green undertone. Pretty. Oh my gosh, we have 3 left, you guys. It's the final countdown. We got 3 left. I like to do my own nails, and I would like to start making press-ons. Oh, that's awesome, Sabby. That is cool. Ooh, this one's a good one. I like this one. So pretty. This one is called Peacock. Peacock. I scrolled back up in the chat. I'm trying to catch up. All looks so nice, all stamped. Probably should rack like that. Yeah, unfortunately, it is not going to be staying on this rack, although it looks really pretty. I mean, it will be for a short period. It's just going to be moving over there because this is my client desk, so I'm not going to be keeping it here. But this one is gorgeous. This one is the glitter peacock. So pretty, and it is very, very opaque over the black. That's a nice one. That one, how does that compare to Metallic Ocean? Oh, Metallic Ocean is bluer. It was the one that was like slightly green. And then we have Metallic Jade, which is more green. So this is a good in-between. It's a really good in-between color. We've got ocean. Was that ocean? Ocean, peacock, and jade. Ocean, peacock, and jade. Gorgeous. Okay, get this one. Let me scroll back down here. So do you have them all in collection order or by color? They are in rainbow order in the collection. So yes and yes, both. The glitter and the metallics are going to be put together, but they're not going to fit on this rack together. So eventually all these are going to be going in a drawer, hence why I am swatching the tops of them so that I can see them in the drawer. But they will all be kept, the creams and glitters. So I'm not necessarily going to care if it's glitter or metallic. It's just going to be anything that's sparkly is going to be together. Anything that is cream is going to be together. And then they will be in rainbow order because I am, I guess I'm just a nerd like that. I want it to be in rainbow order. I wonder if this glitter teal is going to... No, jade looks darker. Let's see. I wonder if how that's going to compare. But this one I think is also going to be a gorgeous one. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up. I miss being able to get a bunch of packages. I love seeing all the colors. Thank you, Sandra. I love seeing all the colors as well. My clients love coming in and seeing them, so I'm like, I'm kind of sad that they're not going to be on my table, but 3 people after it took me 6 hours. The third time 8 hours, the second time almost. Were you doing acrylic? Because see, I just do gel polish and like with the builder gel overlay, I'm just doing natural nails. So I'm not doing acrylic. And I know if I did acrylic, it's going to take me like, definitely going to take me 8 hours. Sandra, you have peacock coming. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. It is gorgeous. I hope I didn't leave this sit too long. Nope, I think we're good. I think we're good. Ooh, this one's a good one too. Definitely a good one. This one is glitter teal. And it definitely shows up over black. Definitely, definitely. Still looking like blurry on my phone. But here we have emerald lime, peacock and teal. Emerald lime. I wouldn't necessarily say that's an emerald green. It's a bit lighter than an emerald green, but you know, call it whatever you want. Peacock and teal. These ones are similar. I feel like teal is just a couple shades lighter. Like it's just, you know, that a little bit lighter. Maybe a little less green. I think peacock has just a little bit more of a green undertone. But they are all gorgeous. Okay, let me catch up. That one is gorgeous. Yes, yes, yes. So weird they would shrink. Always have a problem. Always watching others. Like, how are they not shrinking? Wait, what is shrinking? What did I miss? Scared the press on. Oh, the press on will shrink. Yeah, sometimes they get. I actually made some press ons for cola, and a couple of them ended up being a little too small. Because I think it shrunk with the polish and stuff when I cured it. It shrunk a little bit. So you are normally not, Sabby is normally not a fan of teal, but you like that one. Yes, it is gorgeous. Guess what, you guys? Guess what? Oh, let me top coat these ones real quick. We are at our final polish. This is the last of the air dry stamping polishes that I have from She Modern. And I saved the absolute best for last. This one is gorgeous. I don't even care if this one stamps. I just want to look at the bottle. Look at that. Okay, Jess, what is your question? What did I miss? What did I miss? If you have neon, opaque green, and jade, can you show them again? Neon, opaque green, and jade. The neon jade, I think I have opaque jade that's not neon. So I have neon green and neon jade. Are those the two that you want to see? Or do you want to see opaque jade and neon jade? Neon green, opaque, and jade. So these two, the neons. Okay. So the neon opaque is in the middle. We have opaque jade and neon jade on either side. So let me put the two jades down at the bottom and the neon green at the top. So the neons, neon green, neon jade. And then these are the two jades. We have opaque jade and neon jade. Opaque jade is a little bit bluer. Neon jade, this one, neon jade is a little bit greener. And then neon green is your basic neon. Neon green, neon jade, and opaque jade. Good. Sandra, did you say that you got this purple or you got the glitter purple? See, I had the metallic purple, and so I got glitter plum. So the metallic purple is a little bit bluer. And then the plum is a little bit plummy. This is like almost the color of my car. Like I think it might be darker, like my car is darker, but it's like that kind of purpley shade. So if you have the glitter purple on its way, Sandra, it's probably going to be closer to the metallic purple, which is this kind of undertone, where plum is going to be a little bit more of the, that plummy, that redder kind of undertone. Write it down on your list. Add it to your list. All right, we're gonna do the brush purple. Ooh, look at the purple. Gorgeous. This is where the stamping polish gets smexy because it's almost midnight. And we're gonna swatch our very last polish. ASMR style. Okay, let's swatch this baby. So gorgeous. I would sit for 4 hours and wait for this to dry on my nails. Probably my toes, probably not my nails. But I would definitely paint this on my toes. And there she is. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, it stopped raining here too, sugar, a little bit ago. Thankfully. Gorgeous. So this is compared to the metallic purple. So it's definitely like the pinky undertone. The metallic purple is more that bluey undertone. But they are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yes, my connection is perfect now. Yeah, it hasn't been pixelated for a little while now. Yeah, I still think that I prefer the metallic finish over the glitter finish. Just because I feel like those particles are just a bit smaller and it's like a little bit concentrated, a little bit more concentrated. But they're super gorgeous. I love them. Love them. I love them. Okay, let me put my little toppy coat over top of our purple. And we are officially done. Well, see, now I still have the gels, and I'm going to do those at a different time because I'm going to have to cure them, and then that's going to be a whole thing. So, obviously not going to get into that at almost midnight because I do have clients tomorrow. And y'all, I filled this. This was full, and it's clear down to here. That's how much acetone I used just swatching my polishes. So that is great. Oh, and I still need more to clean off my plate. No, Sandra, she changed it. So the glitters are, this is going to sound dumb. The glitters are the metallics, but the metallics aren't the glitters. So like, this metallic purple is not the glitter purple, but that's what she has it under now. Like the metallics aren't there anymore. The glitter is the metallic. That probably made it more confusing. The glitters are the glitters, and that's what she has as far as the metallics. Because I wanted to get the rest of the metallics, and they are no longer on the site. It is just the glitters. I hope that made sense. I hope I didn't make that sound more confusing. Yes, she discontinued the metallics and that the glitters are the new metallics. Yes, that is my understanding from the last live that I was able to attend. And that was right before the sale started. And I asked her if she was, if that's what they were. Because I wanted to get the rest of the metallics and they were no longer on the site. So when I asked, it was, hey, are the metallics the same as the glitters? And she said they are similar, but they have more of a sparkly metallic finish than what the metallics did. Which is kind of confusing. But I will say that she does change stuff a lot. And I think it's because they kind of roll out with new products a lot and just kind of like see what works and see what doesn't. And then they just kind of go from there. So it's kind of a crapshoot when she comes out with new products. Like if you're not one of the first to get a new product and they decide to like discontinue it, then you just kind of like miss out. Like the color changing polishes, I'm not sure if she still has those on the site. I do have a couple of those that go from like purple to pink. And I think I have another one. I don't remember what it changes to. But then I have the ones that go from a color to white. I only picked up a couple of those. Plus I have whatever the ones that were in the sponsorship. But I have, and I'm not going to swatch them. But these are the color change ones that I have. This one is purple to pink. This was one of the sponsorship ones. It goes pink when it is when it's hot, and then purple when it's cold. And this one was the other sponsorship that is gray when it is hot. No, gray when it's cold, white when it's hot. So we have the gray to white, we have purple to white, green to white, yellow to white, blue to white, and red to white, and then the yellow to green. So these are the two color to color, purple to pink, green to yellow. I'm pretty sure these were both part of the sponsorship giveaways that I did. And then she took these off of the site. I think it was kind of a trial run. Because they just kind of disappeared. And then these ones are all the ones that are like green to white. And this one, like, I wouldn't necessarily say that this is like green. It's more of like a teal, if anything, but it's like super white. Like this is cold. Like it's not hot in here. So they don't really get darker than what they are in the bottle. And they're like super white based, which I mean is fine, but I really kind of thought that it was going to be a little bit darker. Like the red looks like a really light pink. So I was kind of disappointed. I mean, they do go white when they're hot. They do color change. And it's fine. It is what it is. But I don't, like, I had other thoughts for these to use for my clients, but I don't think it's necessarily going to work because they're not really dark enough. I'd have to put like a dark glitter over top of it, and then you're not going to see the color change. So these are just kind of like, I might play around with them in some videos or whatnot, but I'm not necessarily going to be using them for my clients. But yeah, you guys, I have finished. Let me see if I can move you guys to see all the gloriousness of what we have accomplished this evening. Look at this glorious swatch heaven on my desk. Yes, I got a lot done. You guys helped me a lot. And I appreciate every single one of you. I have 24 people watching. 24 people. Thank you so much for spending your Friday evening with me, or for just scrolling by for a few minutes, or hanging out for all 3 hours. I apologize for the beginning of this video. Hopefully, if anybody is watching the replay, they've made it past all of that nonsense and are watching all the beautiful swatches that are to come. Oh, thank you so much for the Sunday. I appreciate it. Claudia. Yes, thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mika. There was a few other new names in the chat. I appreciate you all stopping by and for watching. If you haven't already, hit that like button that's up there. If you haven't hit the like button, we got 36 tonight. That's pretty awesome. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe if you like nail stuff. This is just my She Modern stamping polish collection. And we, oh, screenshot it. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can on this phone. Oh, I did it. I did it. But yeah, we got a lot done. We got a lot done. I had to get this done at some point. And I figured there's no better way than to do it on a live where I'm held accountable. So there's no like chickening out, right? Gotta get it done. You gotta get it done. So thank you. Thank you so much to everybody that has hung out with me and helped me get all of this beautifulness. You can scoot that down a little bit. We can see some of the other end. But yeah, we did it. We did the damn thing, you guys. We did it. Now I've got one thing checked off my list. All I have to do is top coat these babies real quick, and I'm gonna move them first, and then I'm gonna top coat them and let them sit so they can dry all night, and then they won't be sticky or smeary or anything like that. So yes, thank you so much, bestie, for hanging in there and being the best moderator and the best bestie that anybody could ask for. I appreciate you all for hanging out with me. And I'm just going to keep rambling if I keep rambling, because that's what I do. And you know, that's how I always end all of my videos, by trying to talk myself out of rambling. But now I'm going to make myself choke. So thank you so much to each and every single one of you who has hung around and watched and helped me get this project checked off my list. Stay tuned for maybe a She Modern drawer organization video if I record that. But until then, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you've made it this far, you might as well subscribe if you're not already. And I hope you all have an amazing day, and I hope that you all have an amazing holiday weekend. Enjoy it with family, enjoy it with your friends, and remember those this Memorial Day that gave their lives for all of us. Okay, good night. I love you all. I hope to see you in my next video. Good night. Love you. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye, bye.